Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Orzammar. Before we do too much, we are going to follow the quest a little bit and see if we can go to the assembly in the Diamond Quarter.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
I'll be back.
So the closer you live to the surface, the higher class you are. Unless you're actually on the surface.
Yes, Alistair, that would be
Legion of the
true.
Dead sighted battling Darkspawn near Orzammar. They have no orders. Lord Balin is the voice of change and defense.
So this is the seat
Lord
of the
Haramont
king.
is the voice
Except
of
he isn't sitting
stagnation
there at the moment,
and
I
ruin.
suppose.
The assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the surface trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Enough! The assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
Well, let's talk to the assembly steward.
Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the assembly of the clans. Only Deshers and occasional guests of state are allowed in.
You don't recognize a Grey Warden?
Forgive me. I am so exhausted. I completely forgot about the message from the gate guard. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
Well, a blight is coming.
Troubling, but it will still seem distant compared to the empty throne. The assembly is blind to all else.
Is there any way I can break the stalemate?
I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Haramont, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. Dulin Ferender, Haramont's man, can be found at the Haramont estate. Vartag Gavorn, Prince Balin's second, is often here in the assembly. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
Well, we'll talk to him, but I'm not
Warden,
going
welcome.
to side with
It
anyone.
is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartag Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring?
I need aid against a blight.
Yes, the treaty. I've seen it in the Shaper's libraries. Now, the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
Can I talk to Balin?
You must understand, Haramont hides behind his good reputation while sending spies and assassins. Balin can't know who to trust. It's been like a knife in the heart for Balin to see so many of his father's men stand with the usurper.
Well, I'm not a spy.
Would you be willing to prove that? Harrowmont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Harrowmont's deception...
Irrefutable evidence? Which I suppose you have?
I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude.
What kind of evidence?
Harrowmont promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Harrowmont can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Harrowmont gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
Where did you get the promissory notes?
That's not important. If they ask,
It is
say
to
you
me.
found them while searching the Shaper's libraries for your treaty.
I have to think about it.
Don't expect this offer to last. If my prince hears you swore allegiance to his enemy, he won't be so friendly next time. I will be here if you change your mind.
That's nice.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Doolan Forrender, second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
Well, I have a treaty obliging you guys to help with the blight.
That may be, and that is a terrible risk for the surface. But even if the world would end tomorrow, Lord Harrowmont cannot ignore Balin today. He cannot afford to trust anyone of unproven loyalties.
What do you want me to do? Denounce him publicly?
If you wish to show you have no loyalty to Balin, then work against him in Harrowmont's name. Balin is hosting a proving today, supposedly to honor his father's memory. The Deshers take it very seriously, and unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down.
You want me to find out why they dropped out?
That would be enlightening. Though I hope you won't pry too deeply into things they don't wish revealed. If you wish to show your loyalty, enter the proving as his lordship's champion. With your order's reputation, I've no doubt the ancestors would favor your arm. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harrowmont would have no fear of meeting with you then.
Well, I don't want to start picking sides just yet.
Then I'm afraid your only choice is to wait until there's a winner. Lord Harrowmont cannot risk his life working with someone of unproven loyalties. If you change your mind, let me know. The proving is this afternoon, and Lord Harrowmont could certainly use you on his side.
Lord Balin's impending marriage to a castless... Lord Harrowmont is the voice of tradition and stability. Lord Balin...
You look like you're not from around here.
You could say that.
Oh, wonderful! I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
I'm a mage myself.
Then I'm truly honored. I've never met an actual mage. Is it true you can manipulate nature's forces with your mind? Like you were born with lyrium in your veins?
Don't let the glamour fool you, child. Wielding magic is a dangerous occupation and a great responsibility.
We'd be happy to answer any questions.
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
You want to leave Orzammar?
I want to go to the circle to study. I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
I can bring the circle your request.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperiums for Tikum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child?
She's so enthusiastic and adorable. I'm glad we're helping her.
Agreed, Liliana.
Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
She just beams from ear to ear, doesn't she?
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
Are you all right?
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Most people don't anymore. Or maybe they're too polite to mention it. I had a little incident a few years back. Too much time with the raw lyrium ore, you know. Maybe it was a bad vein. I cut myself and the dust got straight in the blood. Since then, it's been a little hard for me to concentrate. Except when forging, then I'm straight as an arrow. Best work I've ever seen. Look around the shop. See for yourself.
Thanks, I will. Oh, that's expensive.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. Now I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter.
Common nugs? I don't like those. They look dirty.
No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down.
Are these things dangerous?
Gotta boil them before roasting, but otherwise no, safe as sand. Some people swear they make good pets. May as well leash a turnip, I say.
Well, if I see any nugs, I'll send them your way.
Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around. Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell.
Here's a nug for you.
Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I've found. A trust Vala, my nug-wrangling friend.
Let's go in the store.
I'm unable to do that.
Oh, okay, key required. Never mind.
Welcome to Janar Family Armors. I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail? At Janar's, we have everything from leather to platinum.
Do you know anything about what's happening with the king?
I stay out of politics. It's not good for a smith to get the attention of those who grant vendors licenses. Lord Harriman's a fair man. My father did business with him, and he always paid on time. But the Idukans have served us well. If it is the ancestors' wisdom to keep them on the throne, I cannot object.
Alright, let me see what you got. I'm not telling him about his daughter yet.
Of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
Oh my goodness, he's got lots of dragon bone stuff. Oh, really nothing that I want, though. Moving along.
What is that smell? Dwarven vomit. Charming.
Oh, little nug. Knew I heard him somewhere.
Maker's blessing on you, sister.
I didn't think dwarves believed in the Maker.
I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar.
Don't dwarves worship their ancestors?
There is resistance. It's obvious the world wasn't created by the mortal souls who dwelt within it. Yet the dwarves of Orzammar persist in worshipping their own forefathers.
Whose permission do you need to open a chantry?
The Shaper controls changes in Orzammar's structure and society. I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting.
The Shaper of Memories?
The Shaper of Memories controls the Shaperate, Orzammar's record system. Like the Chantry's historians, but more thorough. They track the births and lineage of every dwarf born in the city, every property sale, death in battle, marriage, or divorce.
Well, if I bump into the Shaper, I'll be sure to mention it.
I can see the Maker's hand on your shoulder, guiding you always.
If this chantry could help just one person as much as it helped me, it's worth any trouble.
Please, let me know as soon as you've heard anything.
So what do you think will happen to all those people we left behind in Lothering?
Some of them will find their way to Denerim. Many will die, as the Maker wills.
Don't you wish you could have stayed there? To help more people, I mean.
If the Blight isn't stopped, everyone will die. This is the greater good we're serving, both of us, right here.
So it's all right to let some people die for the greater good? I'm not so sure about that. I felt bad leaving all those people there, all panicked and helpless.
You're doing what you must, Alistair. There will be worse to come yet. You will need to steel yourself. You know this.
I've never been very good at that. The steeling myself part. I find it better sometimes to just be a little weak. I'm all right with that, really.
I don't believe you. And either way, it's not as if any of us has a choice.
Thought their conversation was done. Didn't I see something about the little nug thing? Alright, Balin. Third of King Endrin's children, Balin has always been considered the last and least of his family. Not the heir nor the favorite, and not as accomplished as either sibling, Balin's most notable trait was his ability to stay out of trouble. Nugs are almost blind and completely docile.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen. You're the best You're the best. A trust Vala, my nug wrangling. A trust Vala, my nug wrangling friend. A trust Vala, my nug wrangling friend.
Back to buy something, I hope. I want that surface wealth coming back to us, Balin's ascension willing. Your surface gold can come back any time.
I did want to do something here before I go any further. Alright, but I'm taking your knife away from you.
Back to buy something, I hope. I want that surface wealth coming back to us, Balin's ascension willing.
Well, let me see what you got.
I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
Selling your dagger. Well, let's head into the bar.
I'll trust Vala, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapsters. I'm Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you?
Well, I'd like to hear a bit about the city.
So you come to Tapsters? I guess you're not asking for anything official, or you'd be at the Shaperate. But I can certainly give you a mole's eye view.
Is there any place I should see while I'm here?
The nobles stay upstairs, except when they're slumming. You'll find the assembly there, the palace, the Shaperate, and plenty of estates. Down from here is just Dust Town or the mines, so my recommendation is avoid. It's not part of the city, just some old tunnels where the castless build their nest. No one goes there if they can help it. But if you want fun, your best bet is the Proving.
What is the Proving?
It's a chance for all the best fighters in Orzammar to test their skills. There's a tournament today. Arenas between here and the Diamond Quarter.
Alright, thank you.
A Grey Warden is always welcome in Tapsters.
Afternoon, stranger. You looking for a stool to share a brew?
Well, who are you?
Name's Naveen. I fight with Prince Balin's Expeditionary Field Unit. Yourself?
Severa, Grey Warden.
Figured as much. Good folks, wardens. I was in the deep roads when that one came by. What was his name? Dunca... something like that.
You knew Duncan?
I met him, sure. Good man. Solid. He knows what we go through in the deep roads. Not many do. Not even the ones who live this close. You have to be on the front lines.
Who's your unit fighting?
Darkspawn. Not much use in turning our weapons elsewhere while those vermin still live.
I've never been in the Deep Roads.
Every Grey Warden ends up there. That's where they send you when you're ready to leave this world. Go die in the dark, putting away as many vermin as you can. Getting more crowded these days, though. Lots of people interested all of a sudden. We go back tomorrow, and we're not the only ones.
Who's sending you out?
Balin ordered us in at first bell. He's splitting us into 4 teams to search for some of the lost Tigers. Looking for signs of Bronca, I guess. Seems to be who everyone's after.
Who else is in the Deep Roads?
Lord Harrowmont's got his own men there, all looking for signs of Bronca. Guess the city's getting to miss having a paragon. Everyone wants someone to put in charge.
Well, what are you looking for?
Balin ordered us in at first bell. He's splitting us into 4 teams to search for some of the lost Tigers. Looking for signs of Bronca, I guess. Seems to be who everyone's after.
Alright, well thanks for the drink. I should go.
Watch yourself. Orzammar politics are getting near as dangerous as battle.
In dwarven vaboragas vi in
Told him I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone. I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Do they really need our help to decide?
They're everywhere! I can't take it! What? Get away! You'll change like the rest! Monsters hidden in all my friends!
What are you talking about?
They follow you. Once you are in the story, they possess your friends and follow. See? I found copies. All from the same pen and older than the ones in song. Dormant my ass. Take them. I want out. I won't disappear chasing a lie. I won't.
This ale is perfect with a slow-roasted nugget.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen. But there's more out there.
Don't want to go in there. Just kind of running around trying to see what all is around here. What trouble can we get into?
Questions arise regarding Lord Balin.
I hope you'll support Lord Harrowmont.
Lord Harrowmont is a weak man, and he will be a weak.
Alright, that's the Shapered. I guess we'll go there next.
Who would dare take from the memories? Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shaperit. What have we been reduced to?
Did you get a good look at him?
I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
So we're tracking down a thief in Dust Town. Bald head, garish tattoos. Got it.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I, don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
What kind of research?
I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last Blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
Well, I'm a Grey Warden. I'm not afraid of the deep roads.
A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrowmont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could, maybe now that you're looking, it's almost too much to hope.
In praise of the humble Nug. Chant of Light is almost never heard in the halls of Orzammar, no. This is hardly surprising, for unlike the elves, who were literally abandoned by their gods, or the Tevinters, who worshipped dragons, the dwarves have no gods at all.
There is much to do.
I finished.
When? I think this book is for you.
Oh, marvelous.
All right.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
How do you know who I am?
The Grey Warden's visit has been recorded in the memories, along with all who accompany you.
Let's talk about Orzammar, Lord Shaper.
Ask, and I shall do my best to answer.
Tell me some of Orzammar's history.
We were a great empire once, outnumbering even humans and elves. We traded with your Tevinter Imperium, and our land stretched as far in the deep roads as theirs did above. Cowgrlzroc was capital then, but we lost too many battles. We lost our golems, and we lost our territory. Now the Empire is simply ruined tunnels filled with darkspawn.
What are the deep roads?
They were once our highways beneath the mountains. Now the darkspawn claim them and few venture there, except your order, who enter the deep roads when they retire, so they can die slaughtering as many darkspawn as possible.
How did you lose your golems?
The Paragon Caridon, a smith of unsurpassed genius, invented the golems. For years they were our weapon against the darkspawn. One golem is worth 12 dwarves in battle, but Caridon's Tig is far into the deep roads. When it fell, we lost his secret to creating golems. There are books about it along these walls if you would read more.
Where is Cowgrlzroc?
At the other side of the old empire. During the last blight, the kings of Orzammar knew they couldn't hold everything. They sealed the deep roads, abandoning everyone still trapped in far-flung settlements. It was the only way to survive. Cowgrlzroc is the only other city to outlast the blight. We only rediscovered them recently, and they still haven't forgiven us.
All right, let's talk about something else.
I will settle your mind if I can, Warden. Please, speak your mind.
Well, how about a chantry?
That is an odd request, especially for one so new to our city.
I come on behalf of Brother Burkle, a cleric of Redcliffe.
I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
The chantry's charities could greatly aid Orzammar.
What sort of charities do you mean?
How about educating children of all castes?
I am not certain this is in Orzammar's best interests. Our castes have served us well, but it's possible this service could benefit our people. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more?
No, thank you for your time.
I will record this conversation in the memories. I hope I do not come to regret it.
Well, I hope not either. Check out the Royal Palace.
Oh, great. No wonder to stop for lunch, too.
On it. This should be easy enough. Time for some fun! Let's get started. Right. This should be easy enough. Let's get started.
All right, let's go!
A little frantic? Ha! I can see why.
What's going on? By the ancestors.
Good on you, Warden. You caught them in the act. I guess desperate times drive people to strange things. Thanks again, Warden.
All is well? Just like you wanted.
A love letter. Woohoo. Another glass phylactery. Many of King Indran's belongings have been rushed into storage, including trophies of his long reign. Among the boxes is a small glass phylactery. The area is unnaturally cold. Dark shapes swirl around a slip of paper within the vial. Well, tough enemy ahead.
As you wish. This should be easy enough. As you wish. Let's get started. This should be easy enough. On it. Only one shall stand!
You asked for it!
Nothing but excitement. Right. Let's get started. On it. Let us end this. On it. On your guard!
You asked for it!
As you wish. This should be easy enough. As you wish.
Watch out!
Right. Let's get started.
Let's have at it!
Time for some fun!
Nice, very nice. The throne room. Okay, a little bit of a puzzle here in the palace with the throne room. When would you please stand there?
At your service.
Alistair?
We might want to be very careful
As you wish. On it.
Let's grab some glory!
You forced our hand!
Let's get started. This should be easy enough. On it. Right. Right. On it.
Oh, I froze Alistair. Right. Darn it.
You're mine!
Let's get started. On it. Right. As you wished. This should be easy enough.
Back!
This should be easy enough. As you wish.
A hidden dragon in the throne room and gives you the ageless sword. It's a nice two-handed sword.
A new offensive is required against the Darkspawn.
Balin suspected of personally defacing
It's been a while since we saw a Grey Warden.
Shocking allegations abound!
Orzammar because of all the trouble.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper.
Yep, he agreed to let you hold your prayer meetings.
Oh, praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
See if anything's new at the bar before we head down to Dust Town. Not really. I don't want to talk to the Lord because I don't want to start doing Balin's bidding for him. So let's go down to Dust Town.
I said
There's
something
a
wrong.
rich one.
Lord of
We'll
Death.
get plenty for their
On
kid
it.
once we cut them out of
Right.
it.
On it. As you wish. This should be easy enough. Let's get started. Right. This should be easy enough. Let's get started, as you wish. Right. This should be easy enough. Let's get started.
Bad day, huh?
This should be easy enough.
Who knew we'd have a fight down here to start everything off? Alright, we've got a thief down here. Looks like it's him.
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here.
I'm looking for a thief.
Is that so? What makes you think anyone here would turn this person in? You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden, and I've already passed your stupid tome along. Too bad for you.
Enemy ahead. Watch out.
Yeah!
Alright, the thief didn't have the stolen tome. The receipt on his body suggests that he may have passed it to someone in the proving grounds. Alright.
Whoever you're looking for, it's not me, I swear. Spare a bit? Have you a coin to spare, milady? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
Why doesn't your son's father help you?
A question I ask every day. He was eager enough for a daughter who would bring him into the mining caste. But since the boy was born, I've not seen nose or heel of the lout. And me alone on the street, forbidden to return to my family unless I... But no! I can't bear to even think of it!
You seem upset. Is there some way I can help?
I wish there were. My name is Erlinda. I wasn't always like this. I was born to a mining caste family. We weren't wealthy, but I never went hungry before. Now it's all gone, and it's my own fault. Ancestors curse me, but there's nothing I can do to set it right.
What does your family want you to do?
My son's father is casteless, as is he. I used to be a miner, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
Oh, we already know the answer to this, but let's ask it anyway. If you're a minor, why would your son be casteless?
In Orzammar, lineage is traced through the child's same-sex parent. Had my baby been a girl, she would have been a minor like me. But as a boy, my son is considered tainted forever by his father's seed.
Is there any solution?
Yes. I can become casteless with him, which is what I've done. Others have raised children like this, right? Begging for change, sleeping in doorways?
Maybe I could reason with your family.
You would do that? But why?
I don't like to see a child suffer.
Then I cannot offer enough gratitude. But I warn you, my father is a stiff-necked man. His name is Ordell, and he's usually at tapsters in the evening. I do not think he will listen to you. But I will wait anxiously to see if you can do what you promise.
What now?
You looking for some excitement, honey? You came to the right place.
Suspicious door. Appears to be made of solid stone. No visible means of opening it. How about I look through the whole little slot in the door? Nothing.
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dust Town. Help a poor cripple.
Alright, here's 5 silvers. Buy yourself some
You're
food.
as kind as you are beautiful. I owe you when I get back on my feet. If my feet still worked. It takes a stranger to notice how bad things are, huh? No dwarf would lift a sodding finger. Excuse my language. What takes you out of the diamond quarter, stranger? You got a vice you're looking for old Nadezda to fill?
Tell me about Dusttown.
It's pretty much as you see it. The raw stone where the casteless live, because we're not welcome elsewhere. You're born to wear a branded face in Orzammar, and you'll live your life in Dusttown.
What do you mean by brand?
Means you don't exist. It tells everyone who sees you not to work with you, not to serve you, and not to care if you're hurt. The Deep Lords burn it into us the day we're born, so no one accidentally oversteps her place.
Where's the body go to get drunk around here?
If you have that kind of coin, Salroka, you don't want to drink what they've got here. Take yourself up to Tapster's. Long as your face isn't branded, they've got anything you want.
How did you get crippled?
I'd say it was an accident, try to get some sympathy coin, but you look like you'd rather hear the truth. I was running protection for the Carta when some guardsmen caught me. Duster I was with had coin for a bribe, but I took a stand. Guardsmen broke my sodding kneecaps and had me kneel in dung until the infection set in. Never healed proper.
What's a Carta?
Well, now I know you're not from here. The Carta's who runs Dusttown. Jarvie has got her boys everywhere. They tell you, and you jump, because they're the only ones with the coin and the steel to get whatever they want.
I think, gosh, am I going to have to ask her that again in order to get that question to come back up? Let's try that.
If you have that kind of coin, Salroka, you don't want to drink what they've got here. Take yourself up to Tapster's. Long as your face isn't branded, they've got anything you want.
Alright, I should get going.
I'll just stay out of your way then.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
I'm Saphira, Grey Warden.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity, especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
Sounds like I wouldn't approve of your kind of opportunity.
Long as you keep your eyes down and your mouth shut, we've got no further business.
Yeah, I don't like doing business with that guy. You can traffic for him. I don't like it.
Like to buy something, I hope. I want that surface wealth coming back to us, Balin's ascension willing. I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
I don't think we need that. Picked up some other things I don't need. Alright, we need to see if we can talk to her father.
What are you looking at, stranger?
I met your daughter.
I have no daughter. Could be you met a castless whore claiming she was once mine.
If you don't take her back, she'll die.
What? You think she'd die just to keep that thing? She knows what she has to do to come home. I never wanted her gone. Just the little cur. Can't she see she'd have a better life if she got rid of it?
He's a baby, not a cur, and she loves him.
Look, just tell her... We never meant to hurt her. It just seemed best that... Oh, just tell her to come home. Her mother and I are waiting for her.
Sometimes this haste ability gets in the way of me actually walking from one place to the other. Especially having the double haste on.
You're back. I thought you weren't coming. What did he say?
Your father wants you both to come home.
Both of us? I don't believe he said that. I've never heard him refer to my son as anything but trash. He calls him it. But maybe Mother convinced him. Or you did. Oh, my friend. I cannot thank you enough. If this were a story, my son would grow to manhood and pledge himself as a knight in your service. When he grows up, I will send him to you. I promise.
All right, then.
So...
I am? That's news. When did that happen?
I just wanted some advice. What should I do if I think a woman is special and...
You want to woo her? Here's a good tip. You shouldn't question her about her femaleness.
Alright, yes, good point.
Why'd you ask? Are you afraid things will not proceed naturally?
Why would they? Especially when I do things like ask women if they're female.
It adds to your charm, Alistair. You're a little awkward. It is endearing.
So I should be awkward? Didn't you just say not to do things like that?
Just be yourself. You do know how to do that, don't you?
Alright, forget I asked.
They don't kill each other in the arena, do they? I mean, why would anyone find that entertaining?
Good day, Grey Warden.
Balin's definitely fielding the stronger team.
My money's on the twins in round 2.
Everything's locked right now.
Good day, stranger. Welcome to the Proving Arena. We're still closed until the fighters make their preparations, but come back this afternoon if you want to watch the show.
What show?
Prince Balin called a citywide proving this afternoon to honor King Endrin's memory. All the best fighters in Orzammar will face each other in sight of the ancestors and win honor for their champions.
Okay, sounds like fun. I guess I'll come back.
Enjoy our grand city.
Yep, thanks.
I'm unable to do that.
That sounded a little ominous.
Do you think the tower is ever going to get back to what it was, Wynne?
I don't know. A great number of people died. It will be difficult to imagine rebuilding, with that cloud hanging over everything for many years to come.
Do you think you'll be there? To help rebuild, I mean, once this is all over with.
I cannot say. Even if I survive this blight, I am a very old woman, Alistair.
Why? Because of some grey hair? You are a formidable woman, Wynne. You could see that it happens.
I think you overestimate the number of years I have left. But perhaps you are right. Or perhaps the memories of what happened there will be too strong for me to face.
I have a hard time believing that.
Well, it's good to have someone that believes in me so. Now, if I could only feel the same way myself, that would be something.
Yes, it would. Believe in yourself, Wynne. Is that the commander that was going in? Different one.
What's this? An elf? I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesha's permission. And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today.
Why do you need patrols?
Don't let the comm fool you. The Darkspawn are down there, aren't they, Commander?
Either we finally have the edge, which I doubt, or the beasts are building up numbers for the next attack.
Actually, they've made their move there on the surface.
The surface? But I thought the vermin never went up that far except it...
Except during blights. Ancestors save us if that's what's happening.
Are the Darkspawn the only danger in these tunnels?
Of course not. Down here, you're bound to run into giant spiders, deep stalkers, and other vermin.
Are there no dwarves past this point?
A few outposts. Legion of the Dead, mostly. Fools that they are. Some scavenger types, too.
Will you let me pass?
Into the deep roads? Not without a full unit of soldiers to back you, my friend. Or Adesha's permission to risk yourself. Orzammar can't afford to lose its citizens or honored guests on casual visits to the deeps.
I should go.
Aye, for your sake, I hope you've no reason to come here again.
Well, we have to figure out a way to get into the deep roads. Alright, since this mission is getting a little bit long, we're going to cut it off here for today, and we will be back to try to head into the deep roads in the next episode. Thanks for watching!